Hi guys, so welcome back to the Anna Moreno Show. Today we are filming from Brewery 25 in San Juan Bautista. We are drinking Passionate Peppo, and we have the...
Quarkat cream pop.
He's got it.
Got it.
Let's do a little taste test right here. Cheers.
You could tell though, I was already going.
That's really good.
Delicious. I keep telling them every time I see him, I'm like, bruh, delicious, bro.
No, it's good stuff. Thank you. So today, my guest of the day is Youngin Floe, coming from the Bay Area. His name is Christian Lopez.
With a Y.
With a Y. With a Y, guys. No I. With a Y, to be exact.
I. That's regular.
That's basic. We don't do basic around here. So Christian.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch between Christian and Youngin.
That's fine.
I mean, what do
I
you?
consider both.
Both?
Yeah.
Which one?
both.
Who calls you what? Like, does
My
your mom?
But honestly, my mom's the only one that calls me Christian. Be honest, or no, she's the only one that called me Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like that's still too regular for me. You feel me? It's like
You don't like Chris?
No, I mean Chris is kind of like, you know how your mom calls you a specific thing and only your mom can call you that.
My name is really basic, so I can't relate.
No.
But it's cool. Like, they don't call you like Annie or Anita or something like that. Like your grandma sound like a grandma thing.
No, not really.
Nah?
No, honestly, no. The one I will get is either Chavela or Isabel.
Oh, see?
So I'll get that.
Okay.
No one really knows that now.
well,
I
now
guess
everybody
everyone knows.
See that? Exclusives.
Yes, exactly. But so then just your mom calls you Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My mom, yeah.
What is-
Usually when she's pissed, Chris. And I'm like,
It's not the full name?
nah.
No?
No, she'll call me Christian or like she'll say my whole name. When I'm in trouble, but that's like
That's
the only
right.
time. Yeah, when I'm in trouble, like she'll fuck around and just say my whole damn name.
How did you feel as a kid? You'd be like, oh my God.
Oh,
Yo
I
me van a
was-
regañar.
I was scared of my mom. I ain't even gonna lie. My mom's a beast. Like I was scared of my dad too, right? Because you know we're scared as kids, bro. But like honestly, my
Moms
mom
are a whole nother level.
Oh hell yeah, my mom. It's cause like when she would hit me, right? It would feel like the world was crushing down on me. You feel me? Because my mom would hardly ever do it. So if she
So
did,
whenever it happened, it was like, oh my gosh, she's really
yeah,
pissed.
she's really
like,
fucking me up right now.
Like
yeah.
she's really going in. She's going ham.
Yeah, but she only did it because she cared. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
I mean that's the thing with moms. You know, they do things because they care about us. They want us to succeed. They want us to get better and
Yeah.
everything like that, which is good.
Yeah.
It means that she loves you.
Yeah, for sure.
Aunque nos peguen, you know.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt in my mom. Mama, shout out, mama. Look, mama.
Yes. Wait, what's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Claudia.
Claudia. Shout out,
Sí.
Claudia. You know,
Shout
we
out
are
moms.
having a Mother's Day segment for those of you who don't know. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, I'll have my mom on here too.
Oh,
You
what?
know, celebrating my mom, Maria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Maria too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, are you working on anything in specific right now?
Yeah, well, I'm the type to be working like multiple things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So like normally like I'm working on an album that I'm gonna release. I actually like did a session yesterday and we got all the songs together that we made over the past 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? And then like all the fire shit, and then we're just like picking them out, slimming the track list down. We got 27 songs right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I
so
remember
we're gonna
when
slim it down.
when we met, you showed me a song,
Yeah.
and it wasn't "Feed Me Love." It was another one, and I can't find it.
Oh, that the I baby perdona me.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit's
oh wait,
fire.
did you send that to me?
I think I might have sent that to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, I think it's this one, but I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, every single day, if you didn't send me that song, "Feed Me Love,"
Yeah.
I would go on Spotify or not Spotify. I'd go on SoundCloud
Yeah.
every single day and listen to it.
It's funny because like you had told me, is this out? And you even asked me on SoundCloud about SoundCloud, and you're like, you on SoundCloud? I don't really got shit on SoundCloud. And then like you had posted that you found Feed Me Love on there, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot, it's on there. You feel me?
Yes.
So yeah, Feed
I
Me
was-
Love's on there.
I was so excited. We're in the car, and I'm like with Vange and Mauricio and everyone.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, listen to this.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
listen to
song.
it every single day. It's
Yeah.
just the whole vibe. It's what's in
Yeah.
right now, you know.
Yeah.
I tell everyone, like, when I die, play Atrévete Tete by Calle 13.
Oh shit.
That's a jam.
That's gonna be a lit ass funeral. I ain't even gonna
Hell
lie.
yeah. It better be played like on repeat though.
Yeah,
like
straight
everyone
up.
better be like dancing.
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
throw "Feed Me Love" in there too, guys.
Yeah, you heard? Nigga, only 2 songs, Atrévete and Feed Me Love, bro.
That's
Repeat.
That's
Alright?
it.
Get them streams up.
Seriously. No, but they're really good.
Yeah, right.
And I want to thank you, for coming out here.
Yeah.
It was a drive.
It was.
I mean, we went out there.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit of a drive, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole entire vibe, it's completely different from what we're used to.
Yeah.
We're small town vibes, guys. We don't know what it's like out there.
I love that small town vibe shit, though.
I know, it's
It's
beautiful.
awesome. You feel me? You get to raise a fam. You feel me? It's that environment where you feel like everyone's connected. That's one of the bad things about living in the city, you feel me? Or in big metropolitan areas. Is that you don't get that connection with your neighbor like you used to be able to, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
yeah, I love small town vibes.
It's more personal, you get to know everybody. And thanks to Sean and Fran for allowing us to come in and film at Brewery 25.
Man, yeah.
Not a lot of people out there would allow us to do things like that, and it's beautiful just creating relationships and friendships, things like that. I love it.
Definitely.
It's beautiful. But I want to hop on in because we are in February, guys, the month of love.
Jesus.
El amor y la amistad, como dice mi mamá.
I gotta meet Maria. She sounds awesome.
Oh, my mom is amazing, except when she's mad.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no. Mexican moms, dude.
Oh,
they
yeah.
go Latina moms, because you're not Mexican. You're Nicaraguan.
Yeah,
Nicaraguan, is that how you say it?
Yeah, well, Nicaraguense is Salvadorian. So,
Oh,
mitad,
okay.
Sí.
Yo, guys, he has an accent, and I'm out here like, oh, I talk hella weird.
Not even. Nah, but I love the Mexican culture, though. Like, Mexican moms are awesome. Like, a lot of my best friends are, like, Mexican, and when they're pissed, they'll throw every name in the book. You feel like complete shit.
Dude, I have an uncle, and I only ever see him here and there, and he talks
Yeah.
so fast, and he'll say every bad word, and I'm like, oh my God. Shout out my tío Alfredo, guys. Shout out to him. I hope he doesn't see this.
We got to get him on a record one time. Start talking
Seriously.
dumb shit in the beginning.
No, when I had a friend meet him one time, and they're like, what did he say? I
Yeah.
did not understand anything because he talks so fast. But sometimes I like sit back and I like listen to myself. I'm like, I don't think I talk that fast.
Yeah.
I think if anything, I think you talk a little bit more faster than I do.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like because you got it depends on the regions and shit, right? So like, yo voy mucho tiempo a Nicaragua, like varias veces. Like there was a point, right, when we went like 4 times a year, like for like 2 years. I mean, I feel like that's what really seasoned me. You feel me? Because you go over there and you get roasted. You know what I mean? Like they're talking shit to you and everybody's laughing, but you know what I mean?
You're like, what's going on?
Wait, what the fuck did he just say? You feel me? But then after like 2 days, 3 days, like you really start getting in the groove and the vibe and shit. You feel me? And then you learn from it. And then like the important thing about it is just like being able to ask questions and not feeling stupid about it. You know what I mean? Like, ¿qué significa esa palabra? ¿Me entendés? And then you come back to the States and you putting everybody else up on game. You know what I mean? So
And I
it's
think
tight.
that's the most important part, like educating everybody else, and, teaching them the culture of what being from Nicaragua and being from El Salvador is like. Because I know out here, like, everyone is Mexican. Not everyone, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's my vast majority.
yeah, and it's always like, oh, for me, trying to learn Spanish, like, I mean, I was born in Mexico. Not a lot of people know, and I'm part of DACA. So,
wow.
So, yeah, a lot of people are always really surprised when I tell them that, and I'm just like, yeah, because when I have conversations with, like, my mom or something, there's times where I'm like, what?
Yeah.
¿Qué dices? Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't understand.
Sí.
And then she'll, like, explain it to me, and I'm like, okay. But I'm happy that I'm able to ask questions, and she's able to respond.
Sí, eso es importante.
Yeah.
Completamente.
Porque si no, like, se olvida toda la cultura,
Sí.
se olvida todo, and then what happens to our kids?
Especialmente, like, coming here and being in America, es bien importante mantener la cultura viva, ¿me entendés? Porque aquí se puede olvidar todo, ¿me entendés? Like, I went through, I'm not gonna lie to you, I went through, like, my whole, like, I think, like, till the beginning of my adolescence, I really wasn't really focused so much on my culture like that, you feel me? Like, I really wasn't, like, I got disconnected with it, you know what I mean? Because I was born here, you know what I mean? Like, I was born in San Francisco, so, like, it was different, you know, I was growing up here, you know, and you know, the only time I would actually hear Spanish is when my mom would be like complaining at me or some shit, o mi papá me iba a turquear o algo así, ¿me entiendes? Algo
Cuando te
así.
estén regañando.
Sí, cuando me están regañando, ¿me entiendes? Mi tía también, pero the good thing is that I learned how to speak Spanish at first, you know, but I had to, when I first started really rapping, I always knew I wanted to rap in Spanish, but it was hard for me to be able to translate that, you feel me? Because then you know, you rap in Spanish and it's like, it's you could rap proper, but it's not gonna sound good. You know what I mean? So
and not just that, but sometimes like even just having a normal conversation, and you're like, okay, I'm thinking this in Spanish, but then it comes out in English, or vice versa, and then it's always like, what?
Yeah.
But I think it's like it's really cool right now because we're in that era of like Bad Bunny, J Balvin, where it's like Spanish and English.
Yeah.
But you've been on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and with Feed Me Love, guys, I'm obsessed with that song. I don't think
tight.
you guys understand how obsessed I am with that song. Cleopatra, like you throw it all in there.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I tried to do
amazing.
something different with language there. Like I tried to do like it was like I call it the hourglass, right? So like you start in whatever language you wanna attack first, and then you slowly start transitioning into like another language, and then bring it back up. You feel me, to the same language you originally started with. I feel like that formula works for me. Like I use that with Intimidad. I've used that with Feed Me Love. Like I've used that with all the radio songs, and I feel like it just works for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
and it's what's popping right now. Everyone's on that hype right now.
Yeah, that's a scary. It's a blessing, but it's also scary. You feel me? Because phases come and go. You know what I mean?
That's so true. But
Gotta capitalize.
It's the summer's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's gonna want something to dance to, go to the clubs to, just go to the beach, have a good time. So I think it's perfect for that reason,
For
you
sure.
know. And then in the wintertime, everyone's like, all right, I'm gonna settle down with my boo, and and then we'll wait till the summertime.
It's cuddle season.
They're like, ahorita no, pero
Sí.
maybe later.
Sí, ahorita no, pero más a rato en diciembre te amo.
Seriously though,
Yeah,
that's how people are.
That's how it is. But see, it's funny you bring that up, because it's like that's how that kind of like mentality and the kind of like human patterns is how I like to release my music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I like to release like Feed Me Love and stuff like that. I like to release it when the sun's out. You know what I mean? When people are actually having fun and shit. You feel me? Like some people, like, you would talk to them and they think that doesn't matter. You feel me? But
no, it does.
It completely matters. You feel me? Like I like releasing my slower, like more emotional songs in the winter when people are more susceptible to that vibe.
The whole sad season, dude. I remember like during the wintertime, I'm like, all right, guys, I'm not going out. It's sad
fuck that.
season.
And I don't like the cold. Fuck all that.
Oh, I mean, it's a lot colder out there than it is here.
Is it like hot over here all the time?
It's a little warmer than it is out there, like in the Bay Area.
Yeah, it's cold as shit over there.
Oh yeah,
It's
I'm always
ridiculous.
like, all right, let's bring like 5 sweaters, 5
Yeah,
jackets
hell
on.
yeah. No, I'd be always coming out with like a hoodie and then a big ass puff jacket.
You're like, y ya estoy bien.
Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm out there, bro. I ain't tripping. I don't even be rocking beanies like that.
Really?
Hell nah.
But you're like, ahorita está haciendo frío, I'm gonna put it on.
Hell nah. I just be putting my hood on, just going everywhere. I don't give a fuck. But this shit's important.
Oh,
Stay
yeah.
warm, guys.
You don't want to get sick, especially because you're making music.
Yeah.
You don't want to get sick.
That shit's tough. Every time you can ask Steve. Steve's like my personal manager, so he's been with me through like really bad times, and every time I get sick, I always feel like it's the end of my career. Every single time.
No way.
Like you can ask him, so I feel like it's always the end, like I'm never gonna sing again, Steve.
He's like, oh my God, you're okay.
I'm never singing again.
But you know what? I feel like a lot of guys, when they're sick, like,
No,
so
we're
sorry.
Babies. We're babies.
Y'all are over dramatic. I'm so sorry to every guy out
we
there.
gotta be strong when
right.
we're not sick. All right, we gotta be there, provide for the household, do all that. If I'm gonna get sick and I want to be cuddled, I want to be chilling, I want to watch Netflix and cry like a baby.
He's
Let
gonna
me do it, cuz.
No, you know what? All right. Now that you're able to explain that to me, because other guys, like, oh no, like I've known someone who wouldn't even take like cough syrup. Like they would literally be standing there like, oh, like I don't want to take it.
What?
I'm just like, dude, it's just
I
medicine.
invite cough syrup into my life.
Damn.
Oh, nah, but like that, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like, I mean, first of all, take care of your body. You know what I mean? But like when you get sick, you get sick. You know what I mean? You gotta like, you get to stay home, play hooky from work for a little bit, just get rest. You know what I mean? But on top of that, I mean, shit, if you don't want to take meds when you're sick, then I don't know what to tell you.
How you gonna get better?
How you gonna get better? You feel me? Like, I don't
Exactly.
know. Bro, come on, bro.
He's like, no, si exageras, ah.
You see, look, you see him? Oh no. He's like, I'm the guy. I'm that guy she's talking about with the syrup.
Are you that guy? Can you not take it? Natural remedies. Okay, you know what? I'll give you that.
He's on a different hype.
Some Vicks.
I got you. Hell yeah. Nah, Vicks is a lifesaver. What do you
Hell
mean?
yeah, Vicks and tequila, dude. That's
Whoa.
Oh, come on. Hey, I'm being serious. I helped Maudi cure his. He was like, honestly, and I can't do this. I'm getting really, really sick. And I was like, here, take a shot of tequila.
Ooh.
Next thing you know, he was all better the next day.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Dude, it's tequila.
So would you say that if I drink a shot of tequila every day, I won't get sick?
Yes, exactly.
And then Felipe's on the back like,
He's
yeah,
like,
bro.
all right, let's
Now
go get
you
a bottle.
Oh, man. I'm trying to live, boy. Tequila it is.
No,
I'm scared
I've
of
heard
tequila,
a lot of people.
bro.
I remember because the first time we met, you were like, no, I only do Hennessy.
Yeah.
I was like,
I drink
oh,
Hennessy or
I
Flor
don't
de
do
Caña
Hennessy.
depending on the mood, but that's it. Like only dark alcohol. Like I don't tequila be fucking me up.
Tequila's fun. Tequila. Haven't you ever heard that?
Yeah, I don't think dying is like in my like.
You're like, no, that's not for me.
I don't think that's fun to me.
It's only fun, like, you know, are you in la línea, you know, like you're putting a little bit with
yeah,
life.
for sure.
I'm
Like,
just kidding.
no, I mean shit. I don't know. Tequila to me, it always does numbers on me. I be rolling on the flow and shit. It be getting me too hype. Like tequila is kind of like Las Vegas kind of drink.
Oh,
I be over
okay.
there like in the rave, nigga, like. You feel me?
I
But
feel you.
off tequila, like,
No? Damn, dude, I can drink tequila for days.
and I always get hungover the next day,
Really?
regardless of how much tequila I drink.
Well, what do you drink with it?
I don't. Okay, so the fun fact,
Alright.
I don't drink any chase with anything.
With nothing? Ni agua?
Well, quit, maybe water.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't chase it with water though.
Lime?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Well, you're going to have to make an exception and take a shot of tequila with me because
Yeah?
I took a shot of Hennessy.
Damn you. Okay, you know. Wait, hold on. I just remembered that day. I just remembered. Hell nah, you cut it off. She went to the car and she fell asleep for like. Nah, hell nah. But I'll take the shot just so I'm a good sport. But
Okay, but
and it was her idea. She pressed it on. Like I was just baiting everyone. There was like 8 people in the room. And I was like, we're gonna go get something to drink. Like, what do you mean something to drink? And he's like, no, like regular beverages. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I thought y'all were talking about some Hennessy. And then she comes out the cut, little ass voice from the back. I drink. And I was like, oh shit. All right, so we're drinking then. And then she left me with, like, Maudi ended up drinking more than you did. That's
I know.
crazy.
Dude, it's because it was Hennessy. If it were tequila, dude, I could have had the whole bottle with you.
Hell nah, but I'll take the shot though. I ain't
Alright.
tripping.
But you were like, tienes que bendecir la botella, right? Is that what you had said?
What you mean? Oh yeah, for sure.
I
You
had
gotta-
never heard that before.
Yeah. You need to bless the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you come through. You know, when you come through with it, like you always gotta like have the person that came through with it bless the bottle. Yeah. Man. So,
Well, I drank Hennessy
yeah,
that day.
appreciate-
A little bit.
Nah, I'm not gonna let you get away with that. You drank a little bit of Hennessy.
I will take a full shot next time.
All right, for sure.
For
you
sure.
said it.
I'll
All
do Hennessy. I'll do tequila.
right.
I'll give you some good tequila too.
God damn, that sounds like a horrible fucking morning the next day.
No, don't say that. You're setting yourself up for failure, pretty
Call it
much.
what you want. That shit is
Damn.
crazy. Tequila's many to me, bro.
No, it's gonna be good. I'll
Yeah.
give you some good stuff.
All right, for sure.
Okay, pero para atrás, as what we were talking about, el amor y la amistad. I know there is a Miss Youngin Floe in
Yeah.
the live. Where's she at? Is she
She's at home sleeping.
Oh damn! Well, you work, she sleeps, huh?
Yeah, that's how
nice.
it usually is. That's just tough. But yeah, no, we've been together for a minute now. So,
Yeah? About how long?
Well, 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we've
okay.
been together for a minute. She's seen all like the good shit, all the bad shit that come with this. You feel me? And just
She's
keep
wifey
going.
type.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you
sure.
gonna do anything special for her for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, but if I say it, then I don't.
Oh,
nah,
this is coming out after Valentine's
Nah,
Day.
it's cool. It's cool.
Okay,
It's cool.
okay.
Because then the plans might change, but
That's true.
I am planning some. You feel me? But she's a good woman. She deserves it. So.
Good. I think it's nice to hear that from a guy's point of view because
Mm-hmm.
you don't get that a lot nowadays. You know, it's like, well, no, I'm gonna break up with you right before Valentine's Day.
Nah, for what? Valentine's Day is every day.
Exactly. Y'all hear that? Valentine's Day is every day.
Yeah, that shit's garbage. Like, don't just take somebody out on Valentine's Day because it's Valentine's Day. You know what
I
mean?
like chocolate covered strawberries.
Pretty
I'll let
much.
you guys know my address.
Yeah, it's just like you're gonna see it right here, and then it just pops up.
Post it in there. You know, send it to my PO box.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. Put a little PO box. You feel me?
Literally. No, but I think that's great. I
Yeah.
think it's really nice to, hear that because not a lot of guys are like that.
Yeah, and on top of that, she'll fucking crucify me and just leave me in the ditch if I didn't say it.
She'll be like, ¿Cómo que no? ¿Cómo que no me vas a dar nada?
¿Qué? You said no. I was about to be like, damn.
Is she Latina as well?
Sí, está brasileña esa madre.
Oh,
Sí.
so it's still connected.
Sí.
That's nice.
Es loca.
¿Es loca?
Sí, es loca.
Ah, eso no se dice.
Es loca, es loca. Es hermosa. Y tiene un corazón de oro, pero es loca esa chavala.
Que tenga corazón de oro, and that's it. That's all.
Eso es
That's
todo.
all that's important.
Eso es todo.
Do you plan on having any kids?
Yeah, but later on down the road.
Yeah?
I mean, I just feel like I got to capitalize on my youth.
That's
You feel
right.
me? So
wait, how old are you? I was trying to do my research, and I was like, is
Yeah.
your birthday picture in here?
Yeah, nah, for sure. I'm 27.
27,
Yeah.
dude. Okay. I think that's my bad. I think you did tell me that when we met.
Yeah, I think so, maybe.
You're
I
like,
don't
damn,
remember.
ya te olvidaste?
Yeah, ya te olvidaste.
sorry.
I'm not memorable. All right.
Oh no, I have a really bad memory. I'm
No, it's
sorry.
good.
I really
suck
do.
at it too. I work with so many people that like it's like I literally be texting somebody and I've worked with them like 4 or 5 times, but I like text them like I don't know them.
Yeah,
it's
you're like, hey.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
love
hey,
her.
have I ever worked with you before? Bro, I was just there like 2 days ago.
I was there 2 days ago. I was there for like 5 hours.
I was there
What
for
do
like
you
5 hours,
mean?
bro. You ate off me.
No, but I think the whole vibe in there is really cool. I have like
Yeah.
a whole bunch of videos like saved from when we had gone. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was different because I had never been like in a studio. I've never like that's never something that I had done before.
Yeah.
So it was really cool seeing that, you know.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
everyone
dope.
should experience that, and not just that, but it's definitely an escape for everyone who's creative, and you go in there. And it's like creativeness left and right,
Yeah,
you
for
know.
sure.
From the moment you walk in there, the whole like the walls and everything, like it's
Yeah.
really cool in there.
I love it, man. Shout out to Shop Studios. They're awesome people, and they let me be there and work on my craft and shit. You know what I mean? And I love being part of that family. That family is like awesome to me. Like, you know, everybody like fucks around, jokes around. You know what I mean? But you know, at the same time, you know, like if I ever need help with something, like I'll be like, hey, can I sit in on your session? And then you know they'll show me like play by play, show me what they're doing and stuff, and it just gets everything better.
You believe in
know?
learning every single time from other people.
For sure. If you stop learning, you lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you never start. Like only a fool thinks he knows it all. You know what I mean? So I really feel like in order to be a wise man, you gotta always be learning, always be on the edge. You feel me? There's always something new happening. You feel me? There's always something that's gonna be far from your reach, and it's kind of like you gotta always be striving to. You know, mastery is kind of like an illusion in me. You feel me? Like master, you can be a master, but you always like I feel like part of being a master is realizing that knowledge is never ending.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I fuck with being over there.
And a lot of people are very close-minded when it comes to things like that. And like,
Yeah.
no, like I just know this, and I'm gonna stick to this. You know, and it's like, no, like we can learn more. There's nothing wrong with learning. Like I always tell someone, like if I say something wrong, please correct me. Like soy un poquito mensa, you know.
Yeah.
Pero just correct me, because I promise, like I'll learn then. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
I'd rather have someone tell me and correct me rather than me like look stupid the whole entire day.
Yeah,
Because it happens a
correcto.
lot.
Yeah, for sure. They'll let
Yeah.
you do it, and then you just look like an asshole, and then you're like, why nobody told me nothing?
Yes, that happens to me all the time. I think I had. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I think I was having a conversation one time with a friend, and we were talking about Niagara Falls. I had said Nigeria Falls,
Okay.
and she was like, "You mean Niagara Falls?" I was like, "What?" She was like,
Live your whole life thinking it's
yes,
Nigeria.
and no one had ever corrected me.
that
Y'all
sucks.
did me dirty. Seriously, y'all did me dirty.
Look at Maudi over there.
I know, I'm like, Maudi, that was all you. No, actually, he'll correct me here and there. Like when I'm wrong, he's like, just letting you know,
Yeah.
it's like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to look stupid.
That's a real friend. You know what I mean?
Hell
That's
yeah.
that's real. You feel me? Like that should be hurting sometimes when you feel like it's
And I'm
you,
just
you,
like, oh.
you right. This is right, and then somebody's like, nope, you said that shit hella wrong.
You said it hella wrong. But you know what? I'm going to let you have a moment for right now.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you on the side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you're supposed to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lot of people, like with friends and who you think, you know, that you're friends, and they'll like correct you right in front of them. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
you
like,
don't do that.
No, correct me on the side.
Yeah, you for sure don't do that. If it's that big of a problem, you excuse yourself from the circle. Hey, let me holler at you. You feel me? If it's that big of a deal, but any kind of situation in the public format, always. I mean, you're never
Exactly.
supposed to do that shit in relationships, like friendships, none of that. Always got to put people to the side. You know what I mean?
It's a respect.
Yeah.
It's a respectful thing to do.
You know, and then people are nosy by nature, so you don't want to let nobody know what's going on.
Yeah, I definitely know people are a little nosy. I'm just
Ooh.
kidding. Throwing a bunch of shade. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
That's what happened for the night. The what do you say? What you say in the Nigeria Falls?
Damn.
That's the payback right there, boy.
Sorry, that's what you guys get for not correcting me. Damn it.
Damn.
No, I'm just
Spiteful.
kidding. Oh no, no. I do tend to tell myself like, okay, with this podcast alone, I want it to be a different perspective.
Yeah.
I want to bring love and positivity, but
Sure.
that doesn't mean everyone's positive all the time.
No, definitely not.
You know, a lot of people don't get that, and I'm just like, no, dude. If I'm having a sad day, I'm gonna have a sad day.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'll have a good day.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to get all those emotions out. Do you feel like you bottle up a lot of your emotions?
Nah, I feel like it's a lot of. There's some things that I feel like shouldn't be said. So those kind of things I do bottle up. Like I'm not the type to like bring everything that's bad, you know, up just when it happens. You feel me? Like just.
What's your
like,
sign?
I'm a Virgo. What's that?
He's a Virgo, guys.
What that mean?
It means.
I'm looking around in the room like what?
He's like, who's gonna tell me what
Wait,
that
so
means?
am I missing something? Nah.
No.
Virgos, we're hella spoken, like outspoken. But I do know that like I do kind of keep certain things down. Like, you know, certain things don't have to be said. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you do keep a mental check mark of like what's going on. But yeah, like I do feel like communicating your feelings towards somebody in a way because you know when something happens. You feel me? And something just happened. Like if I say something to you that gets you mad, that's not the best time to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
you gotta
not,
cool down.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna let you.
You
I'm
need to
gonna let you have
process
those
that shit. Yeah, you feel me? You can't do that. That's the type of person that I feel like I am. You feel me? Like I'll just like let it be for a little bit, and then you know, 90% of the time, I don't even feel the need to talk about it after. You feel me? Because I talked about it with myself. You know what I mean? So it's like I ain't even tripping. But nah, you can't be bottling up emotions. You feel me?
It's not healthy. It does nothing except, you know, like make you feel horrible in the long run.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah.
I mean, I know quite a few Virgos, and I know one that, like, it was very difficult for them to even tell me, like, why they were upset.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, like, and I'm a Leo, but I have Virgo placements.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
like, I kind of understand, I guess,
yeah.
you know? So there's nothing wrong with Virgos.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I've heard is that, you know, they're serial killers or whatever. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah,
Hey.
I mean Virgos are hella like crazy emotional and shit. But like that's what I'm telling you. Like I feel like let me rephrase that. I feel like you shouldn't bottle up your emotions, but I also do feel like not everything needs to be talked about. You feel me? So it's like kind of
Pick and
situation.
choose
Yeah,
type
like
thing?
pick your battles kind of shit. You feel me? Where there's like not everything needs to be talked about. You know what I mean? But you know, most of the time when you gotta say something to somebody that pissed you off, it's for you. It's not for them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So as long as you could just be like, you know what, fuck it, whatever, it ain't nothing.
Is it like forgiveness type of thing where it's like I'm forgiving you,
Yeah.
not for you, but for me?
Yeah.
For
Well,
myself.
that's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is not for that person. It's for yourself.
to
You know what I
be
mean?
able to move on.
Yeah, you
know?
feel me? And just be able to like move forward. You know, everybody makes mistakes. You feel me? As long as it's not something super crazy, you know, you should be fine.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
I think that's great. Excuse me. I'm sorry. This is why I don't drink beer.
You get the burps.
I do. I mean, it's really good though. It's a really good beer. I'm not a big beer drinker.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, do you do anything like before you go into the studio? Do you have a little like routine that you have going on? ¿Qué está pasando?
So I like to walk around my house naked with like peanut butter.
Bruh.
What are you two doing? What are you doing?
I know.
What have you been doing to your brother?
I know.
You don't know?
I just scrub with him.
You were scrubbing him?
Yeah.
Oh, Ethan.
Ah!
Hi.
Before I write any
so what do you-
songs, cucumbers on my eyes. Nah, I don't really do anything different. I just walk in and I just do my
Dude,
thing.
I thought you were being serious.
Hey, am I that convincing? I'm that convincing, huh? Damn,
I
right.
thought
Everybody looked up like,
We're like, okay, you know what? But he gets good music out, so that's all that matters.
nah, I don't do
Do what you
anything
gotta
different.
do.
Nah, hell nah. It was funny because like I told Maudi that I like to like to walk around with a goat. What did I say? I like walking. Yeah, I had some. He's like, "Do you have any rituals?" Well, yeah, I actually like to walk around with a goat. You know what I mean? And then you know, drink his blood. You know what I mean? If I go in there, and he was like, "I don't know if we should get that on camera."
Oh, he took it seriously.
I was like, "Nah, bro, that's not what I do, blood. I swear, I promise."
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
I'm
but
a little gullible sometimes.
nah, but it's cool. I kind of say it in a way where it's hella convincing.
No,
but I just
yeah.
pictured myself like walking around with peanut butter all over my body. That's kind of funny.
In my head, I was like, do you have like a jar of peanut butter?
How do you apply peanut butter on your back? How do you do that?
Does your girlfriend help you out with
No,
that?
it's just like, yeah, she does. You know what I mean? I just lay down.
You know what, babe?
we do the back first and then do the front.
It's one of those days. I'm gonna have a long one. I need 2 jars of peanut butter
I
today.
need 2, and you make sure it's Jiffy, blood. Don't give me that generic shit.
You gotta get the organic stuff, dude. What you mean?
No, hell nah, Jiffy. You get your bang for your buck. What do you mean?
You're right. All right.
I don't really do anything like different. Like if anything, I'll go to the gym or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I just go in there and just do what I do. I mean, sometimes I do gotta like pick myself up, you know, because life. The thing about music is and taking it as a career is that a lot of people don't see it that way. You feel me? And there's a lot of mental shit that you gotta do in order for you to get into that mode. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
I feel like life does get in a way of like me doing what I gotta do. If I'm feeling bad about something or I'm angry or something, I'm not doing my job right. You know what I mean? So I like to if there is anything crazy going on in my life, I like to meditate. I'm like a big meditator.
So how did you start doing that? Because I tried to sit down and meditate, and I'm like, thinking of like 20 different things. All at once.
But that's supposed to be like the reason why you meditate. Like I feel like a lot of people think that meditation is supposed to make your mind blank, but it's the process of being able to let yourself think about other things, but calmly telling yourself not to worry about it. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's a big process in order to do that, but. I actually learned how to do that because I remember when I told you off camera, my brother passed away like about 5 years ago, and it was a really tough time for me. Like I was really young, so I didn't know how to handle my emotions correctly. So I was trying to figure out ways. I was self-medicating, do a whole bunch of crazy shit, and my decisions reflected it. You know what I mean? And I just came across like I was like, man, I really want to get this out of me. Like I don't know what's going on. You feel me?
Do you remember where there was a point in your life where you're like, I have to change what it is I'm doing, and I have to just go a different route?
That shit never stops though. That point in my life, like I've had that point 5,000 times in my life. You know what I mean? Like it never stops. You feel me? There's always points where you got to be like, what am I doing? Am I doing something to the best of my abilities? Do I still love this? Is my heart still in it? You feel me? Or am I making bad decisions? If I'm doing too much of this, doing too much of that, there's always points like that. You feel me? I feel like it never stops. You know what I mean? That type of process, that shit never stops. It's really about listening to yourself and being honest with yourself to the point where you are able to recognize that it is a problem. You need to stop. You know what I mean? But meditation, I'll always fall back on it. Like that's always
your
my shit.
self-care.
Like my mental self-care, because I like to think a lot. You feel me? Like it's a blessing and a curse. You feel me? Like it's a blessing and a curse. Like I'll think too much. You know what I mean? I'll see shit that's not there or shit that could be there, and it warps your reality if you let it. So I feel like meditation to me is kind of like the way that I organize my thoughts and kind of like are he's grounded to reality. You know what I mean? Like I love that shit. That self-hypnosis shit is like my shit. So it's pretty dope. No, it's good. But yeah, anxiety, all that shit, I highly recommend it. You feel me? For anxiety.
A lot of people with like right now, the youth and anxiety and depression, like it's so big, and it's like, how can we help these kids, get out of that? I remember, being, I was like my freshman year? No, it had to have been like my junior year. I mean, I've always struggled with mental illness where I, had like suicide was there and stuff like that, and now for me, I'm just like, dude, like I've grown so much. Like it's not that it's not there anymore, but I've grown from it and I know I'm okay. But it's like, how can we help these kids? What can we do for these children? Because if anything, they're the ones who are going to shape the world. They're the ones who are going to help us out. They're the next, doctors, they're politicians, everything.
Well, I would say, first of all, get the fuck off the phone. Because like I feel like that's like being over communicating and shit, and like being able to see shit at the drop of a dime and seeing what other people. It's easy to transfer somebody else's problems to your own life. You know what I mean, without you even knowing it. So I would say like definitely like get time for yourself. You feel me? Meditation is always there. You can go out for a hike. Do crazy like cool shit like that. That's kind of like keeps you grounded. You know what I mean? Because anxiety is a bitch. Like I like my early 20s. Like anxiety was my life. You know what I mean? Like it would suck. Like I would.
Did you ever
tortured.
like find yourself like taking medication for anxiety?
No, I never did. No, I never took medication. Not without self-medicating. But that's a whole nother thing. But you know what I mean? Like it's definitely not an answer to it. You feel me? But it did soothe it. But I feel like there's other ways of doing shit. First of all, you got to realize what is giving you anxiety. You know what I mean? Because there's a whole bunch of shit that happens. Me as an artist, like if an artist tells you no matter how famous they are that they're going to get on stage and they're not nervous, they're fucking lying. You know what I mean? So it's like it always happens. I feel like the first step to curing or dealing with your anxiety is realizing that it happens. You know what I mean? A lot of people think like, what's going on? What's going on? And you feel like te estás ahogando en un vaso de agua, ¿me entiendes? Like you're like, what's going on? But you're not realizing that that's what it is. You know what I mean? So I feel like with me personally, when I realized that it's anxiety, that the feeling that I'm feeling, it automatically goes down because now I have an explanation of why I feel this way.
It's like you know what's going on with your body and things like that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I've been in situations where you know suicide was on my mind at one point when I was younger. You feel me? Like I've lived a really troubled life. You know what I mean? So it was something that was really difficult for me. But luckily, I'm still here. You know what I mean? And
do you feel that you're here for a purpose? For a reason?
I don't know. I don't really know. I wouldn't say that I'm here for a purpose, but I do know what I'm here for. You know what I mean? So like I do know. I don't know what the end game is. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big believer, and I know we weren't gonna talk about this, but you know I'm a big believer in God. Like I do believe in God. You know what I mean? So I do know that there's a purpose here. What that purpose is, I don't know, but I do know that I was meant to make music, and I was meant to like.
And he's
create.
making good music.
Right on.
I'm being serious, guys.
Right on.
Check it out. It is really, really good. It's all about. I mean, I think you have a little bit of everything because when we were there, we heard Los Racas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to the boys, man.
Yes. And I listened to their music, and it's really good too. It's just, you know, es una variedad de artistas.
Sí.
You know, algo diferente que necesitamos, you know, people who want to support the Latin community, you know, especially in the Latin community, you don't, like, suicide isn't talked about a lot.
Nah, there's a lot of shit we don't talk about. Yeah,
no.
there's a lot of shit you talk about.
What do they always tell you? Oh, you're just being lazy.
Yeah.
It's like, no, there's actually something wrong.
Yeah, there's something wrong. You feel me? And it could be small shit. You know what I mean? But like, you have to, like I said, you have to realize that that's what it is. That automatically gonna calm you down.
Yeah.
And then you got to realize, why do I feel like this? Like sometimes I do feel anxious when I get on stage, but it's only because it's only the fear of failure. You know what I mean? So it's like the fear of failure. Once I realize that that's what it is, then I automatically calm down. You feel me? But it's just really about figuring out what's the problem. You know what I mean? You got to be real with yourself. You got to be meticulous. Your mind is going to try to tell, because your mind, I really feel like your mind is like addicted to feeling like this. Like you want to live, you want to be great, but being great comes with risk. You feel me? Yeah. And your mind wants to be normal. It's like, fuck it, I just get a regular job. It's good. I ain't tripping. I just live comfortable.
But that's not what we want. You know what I mean? No,
but that doesn't mean that that's what our mind is not. Our mind's gonna try to protect us. Anxiety is just a way for your mind to protect you from things that you fear. You know what I mean? So as long as you know but sometimes you gotta go for it. You know what I mean? And beating that shit is recognizing what it is and making sure that you're not letting it interfere with anything that you're doing. As long as you know that that's what it is, it's easier to brush off. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, I think that's really important because it happened to me recently. I was actually on my way to San Francisco, and I was barely gonna start the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go out for a photo shoot, and I'm very big on my personal Instagram, like being very open about how I feel.
Yeah.
If I'm going through a mental breakdown, I'm gonna post it because, guys, everyone goes through it. You know what I mean?
It's not normalize it.
Yeah, it's not seen as normal, but it's like, no, it is. Everyone goes through this.
Yeah.
So, and in that instant, when I was coming back home, I literally like cried my eyes out. And I think I've talked about this on episode 1. And I remember like for a split second, it was like it was a whole like suicide thing all over again. And I was like, dude, no, like it's anxiety. It's anxiety. Yeah. That's what it is, you know? And I knew what it was. So I was able to calm myself down. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. If people are going to talk shit, people are going to talk shit. I like it. I like talking about myself. I like talking to other people. I think we're all able to help kids out.
Yeah.
We're all able to help somebody out. And I hope that with what we talked about today, you know, we went from laughing. We did a little bit of everything. Yeah. And that's what life is, guys. Life is ups and downs. It's not, you know, you're going to have a shitty day every single day for the rest of your life. No. It's we're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days. But all that matters is that we're going to live another day.
Yep.
You know, we're going to we're going to be here. We're going to make a difference. We want to show love to everybody. And I tell everyone now, like, I don't want to be petty. I don't want to be mean. That's not who I am. I don't want that energy around me.
For sure.
It's not good.
No, it's not good at all.
Because life is too short. So what are you going to do to help the next person? We don't know when people are going through things. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't know it when they're being sad or when they're going through anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So, check on your friends. Mm-hmm. Everyone, please check on your friends. They might say that they're okay, but are they really? Are you okay? Are you reach out to somebody. Everyone just needs to ask for help. Yeah. Realistically, that's what it is.
I mean, you got to be open with the people that you choose to be open with. You feel me? I feel like that's another reason why a lot of people don't do it. Because it's like nowadays you hear a whole bunch of shit online and music and hell shit. Don't trust nobody. Don't trust no girl. Don't trust this. Like, it's like, yeah, you're right. Don't trust everyone. Not everyone has your best intentions in mind. Yeah, but, like my mans is over there. You feel me? Like my boys over there, bro. Like, I trust them. You feel me? I tell them shit that's really going on in my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I fuck with them. You feel me? Like, I know they're not going to judge me on some crazy shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like, I won't go ahead and like say it to this camera though, you know what I mean? Because not everybody's gonna fuck around and feel the same way that I feel, you know what I mean? So it's really about doing that. But the best way that you can help out, and I feel like with everybody in general, especially in a position of power and fame and shit, is just lead by example.
That's right.
That's it. Just lead by example. You just let them know that, it is okay for you to feel some type of way about shit. Not everything in life is all candy canes and fucking and sugar plums. Like, none of that shit really happens like that. You feel me? Like, I was in Panama and I met this really interesting dude, like really tall dude with braids, with dreads and shit, and he wear a kufi. That's what it's called. And he would mob around, and he told me, he was like, I used to be I was a painter, but then I lost my grandma and I was so depressed. And then he said that what he ended up doing is that he inherited the house from his grandma, and he painted the whole house as a mural and then posted pictures online. And then after that, he demolished the house. And then 3 months later, he checks his email just on a fluke, just to be like, fuck it, let me just check it out at an internet cafe. And he had multiple, more than 25 emails of people trying to sponsor him and telling him, we're gonna pay for your ticket, come out and paint for us. You know what I mean? It's insane. What he told me, he was like, bro, you gotta take the positive with the negative. Exactly. I've been in situations where I'm so positive, where I'm like, I feel great, and then one bad thing happens, I get a fucking flat tire, and I'm like, fuck, and now I'm here, I'm so negative, and I'm there for 2-3 days off something that's so small. But I feel like what he told me was to keep the positive and the negative in an equal state.
Balance it out.
Exactly. You feel me? When you feel positive, feel good, but just know that shit like this will happen. You feel me? Don't let a nail in your tire fuck up that you just got nominated for a Grammy. You know what I mean? Don't, but it's easy for shit like that to happen. You feel me? Where you can fuck shit up. You know what I mean? Based off something that happens that is super negative, and that's not what it's supposed to be. If you keep both at the same way and enjoy both, it's hard to enjoy the negative. You feel me? But
it is.
When you see the negative, and then usually when that happens, it's because something good's about to happen. So the positive outweighs it. You know what I mean? The negative comes through, and you got to keep it right here. Ride the
wave.
Yeah, if you keep it all the way over here, you feel me? All it's gonna take is one nail in your fucking tire to keep you down. You know what I mean? You can't be doing that shit. You feel me? So I feel like a balance with positive and negative is the way. It's a good way to live life. You know what I mean? Because you got to be able to embrace everything.
Good things happen, bad things happen, and this was a good thing today. It was a great day at the Anna Moreno show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And I wanna go ahead and take your words. Lead by example, everyone. Right. No matter who you are, lead by example. The next person that that you see, say hi. Just be kind. Yeah. Kindness can go a long ways. And please remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you are going through something. We do have our DMs open. Please feel free to go ahead and let us know if you are going through something. We are here. I don't want to just, do this podcast and people be like, well, you're not being supportive. No, we are being supportive. We want to help everyone out. But I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming. And thank you for everyone behind the camera.
Yeah, shout out everybody.
Yes, and shout out to Brewery 25 here in San Juan Bautista. About to finish this after camera. Oh,
She ain't about to
they
finish
said
that,
chug
bro.
it.
See, that's exactly how she took the Hennessy the other day, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, all right.
Yo, ready? You ready?
Go.
Chug, 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 chug. Hey, she's a savage. Never mind, I take that
Oh,
back.
God.
At least it was delicious, right?
It was really good. Thank you, Sean.
Hell yeah.